They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Herbert.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert on third down now.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert out to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
This is intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I can't help but chuckle because this morning, you and I, sitting at the hotel, keys to the game, I asked you, said they had the 3 interceptions last week. If they get one early, could be trouble. They got it on the first pass of the game.
And they anticipated getting it early because of their success last week. They are so coordinated right now on defense that everyone's looking at each other saying, who's going to get the next one? And believing it, and they made it happen.
Touchdown, Bears! O.J. Howard, 38 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense charge, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. Oh, that's into a double team and it's intercepted.
Certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in his first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got room. And they're able to work
take this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 27, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. O.J. Howard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Santos with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a first down throw. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to claw one back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a nice throw here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Handoff comes to Montgomery.
He'll take it inside the 25.
The last this run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Montgomery. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the
touchdown, Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brent,
he's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now Montgomery. A second pin has fallen, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
197 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here's Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. They run. Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 75 yards.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Herbert off of play action. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year.